Hello everyone. Today we are going to dive into a topic that many students find tricky, but we're going to make it incredibly simple: the supernode circuit. Stick around, because once you grasp this one secret shortcut, you will never look at a complex circuit the same way again. If you have ever looked at a circuit and felt overwhelmed by all the crossing lines and components, this step-by-step breakdown is exactly what you need to master nodal analysis without getting lost in the math. Take a look at our first slide. We have a circuit with several different parts working together. There is a main current pushing through at 8 milliamperes on the left, and another smaller current of 2 milliamperes moving across the top. We also have a 12-volt battery or voltage source sitting right in the middle. Now here is where most people get confused, but don't worry, I'm going to show you how to spot the trap before you fall into it. Surrounding these are several resistors that represent the load in our circuit, and our ultimate goal is to figure out the specific output voltage at the very end of the line. Moving to the next step, we have to identify our nodes, which are just the connection points where different wires meet. We have labeled these as A, B, and C. Now notice that the 12-volt source is connected directly between node A and node B. This is exactly what creates a supernode. Think of this like a VIP pass that lets us skip the most annoying parts of the calculation. Instead of treating them as two separate problems, we imagine a red box around both nodes and the voltage source, treating that whole area as one single giant node. We then look at every path where electricity can leave this big red box, through the 3 kilo ohm resistor, the 6 kilo ohm resistor, and the 2 kilo ohm resistor leading toward the right side. We account for the currents entering and leaving the zone to create our first descriptive relationship. Next, let's shift our focus to node C on the far right. Pay close attention here, because node C is the key to finding our final answer. We apply the same logic here by looking at the paths connected to this point. Electricity can flow through the resistor at the bottom, or back through the 2 kilo ohm resistor toward the middle of the circuit. We also have to remember that 2 milliampere current source we saw earlier, which is pushing directly into this point. By balancing these paths, we find our second piece of the puzzle. However, because we have 3 unknown voltages at A, B, and C, we need a third relationship to solve the mystery. This is where the supernode property is so helpful. If you've been wondering why we care about that 12-volt source in the middle, here is your answer. The voltage source itself tells us the exact difference in pressure between those 2 points. Specifically, it tells us that node B is exactly 12 volts higher than node A. Now that we have these 3 relationships established, we can organize them into a standard system. To solve this efficiently for a professional engineering application, we use a method involving a coefficient matrix. Think of this like a grid where we organize all our known values to find the hidden ones. This might look intimidating at first, but it's actually just like solving a puzzle where all the pieces finally start to fit together. We first calculate a main value called a determinant, which helps us scale our results correctly. Once that main value is found, we can solve for each node individually. By rearranging our grid and comparing it to our constants, we find that the electrical pressure at node A is just under 1 volt. When we do the same for node B, we see it has a much higher pressure of 12.8 volts. Finally, we find the value for node C, which comes out to 5.6 volts. To wrap everything up, let's look at our final result. And here is the moment of truth we've been working toward. Since our output voltage is measured at node C relative to the ground at the bottom, the final answer is 5.6 volts. And just like that, by using the supernode technique to simplify the center of the circuit, we have successfully analyzed the entire system with total confidence.